Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to today's episode of the Diaspora Global Panel. With me today, I have Jude Unwa Okolo from Dublin and Anthony Eze from the United States. Good morning, good afternoon. How are you guys? Hope you are enjoying your weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
thank
fine.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Mm.
yeah today we are still on the terrorist attack on the Abuja bound train. We want to give our audience the latest developments, what is happening in Nigeria concerning the Kaduna Abuja bound train and the lives we lost, the people that were kidnapped, and just to get a recap of exactly where we are in Nigeria regarding the terrorist attack on the train going to Abuja. Mr. Tony Eze, please, what is your take on this? You see, what have you learned? You know, what is happening in Nigeria now regarding those that were killed and those that were kidnapped?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Kunle. It's a pleasure being around today. My only concern is how the government of the day in Nigeria is kind of making jest of us internationally. If you look at what has happened, it's highly avoidable. It shows lack of attention and concern. And the letters where we will listen to the views of Governor El-Rufai, it was so disturbing that from what we heard from him, it's very, very obvious that the government of the day knows what is going on. They know these radicals. They have already declared them terrorists. From Rufai's utterances, these people are known. Their location are known. The technology in monitoring these people's discussion and movement are very up to date. Every person in government knows what is going on. Now, the military, this is not a military regime, so the military cannot just go out there to fight these terrorists. They need a very clear and directive order from the top to do their job. But it's very, very obvious that the government of the day does not want to do anything because they don't look at these people as terrorists. They look at them as their previous bodyguards. Probably it was alleged they recruited to distract the government of Jonathan if Jonathan has won. Now, God of karma will always make people to pay for what they did. Now, these people are turned back on them for peculiar special relationship they have. They don't want to go out openly and attack. I think there is fear and palpitation that if we deal with these people decisively, they will open up a kind of worm of the secrets between them. Because, come to think of it, of a minister who knows that the president has a television 24 hours, has daily briefing of the goings on in the country, saying that they will write a letter to the president.
Hmm.
If it's an advanced country, both the president and this minister should be able to resign because they have outlived their usefulness. People are being slaughtered every day. Now, in certain parts of the country, you cannot travel by air, you cannot travel by land, you cannot travel by train. What is going on? It's so annoying that when friends over here ask us what is going on in Nigeria, we look stupid because we don't give reasonable reason. Because you are seeing what is happening, and the government are getting serious information, and no action is being taken. This is a case where those who are in favor of state police or regional police we cry foul because Governor El-Rufai, who knows what to do, but he's handicapped because he doesn't have a direct order to instruct the police. The order comes
Yeah.
from Abuja. If this
Yeah.
guy has a state police, all he needs to do is put them into action. They go and pick them out where they are. But he is handicapped because the government of the day do not allow peace to reign for their own special reasons. It's inhuman, and they should be called to order.
Thank you, Tony. Jude, still on the terrorist attack and the happenings in Nigeria regarding this incident. What is your take? What have you learned so far? What have you gathered so far?
Yes, from the ongoing of events, we can see that there is not much work being done from the authorities because we listen to televisions, we get news from Nigeria, we call friends and families. They tell us that everyone is see everything looks so scary at the moment. People are still being missing from the train attack. So many of them have not been identified. They don't know where they are. And we saw yesterday evening where the acting bank chairman
I think Bank of Agriculture.
Agriculture, yeah, Bank of Agriculture or Industry, something like that, paid 100 million for his release. So, and he was able to do that because I think he has fund and he's in a position to raise fund anyway. Now that people us now start worrying. Are they keeping these people? In fact, from news I heard, they said that these people these terrorist people say that the government knows what they want and they should respond to what they want. Otherwise, it's going to be like a shed of blood very soon. Now they're wasting their time. They are wasting their time holding these people. They should respond immediately with what they need so that they can release them. Otherwise, blood will flow. That's the news going on now. And we can see, well, you can see example there by this guy coming out, having paid the money. If they pay so much money again, others will come out. But who knows what's going to be, because I don't see those who they don't have the capability. They're not from a rich home. They're not from good families. I wonder if government will respond to get them released. So everything is still dicey. Nigeria is still at I don't know what I'm going to call it. Is it civil war or terrorism? Nigeria is like, I can't even compare. I don't know what to say about Nigeria now. I'm not going to call it a war front or a country living. In spite of this, they are still campaigning for the next 2023 election. That's all I have to put in now.
Yeah. You know what? I watched the video as well when the terrorists posed with the Bank of Agriculture acting MD, Alwan Hassan. I watched it. Yeah. And then it was subsequently released, and the claim was the family paid 100 million naira. And we still know that there are scores of people that have been kidnapped by the terrorists. They were kidnapped on the train and they are still with the terrorists. Scores of people, the unfortunate ones that can't, pay the money. So we see from what is happening that these terrorists, and as they said, that the government knows what they want. Yeah. Apparently, it's obvious that the terrorists may have given the government a set amount. They have said, pay so and so amount before we release these people. And I think that was exactly what these terrorists meant. Okay, let me go to what Tony mentioned before. Tony spoke about, or he talked about, the meeting between Amaechi and El-Rufai. I watched it as well. And in that meeting, El-Rufai said clearly and explicitly, we know where these people are. That is damning. That is damning, in my own opinion. He said that 1.5 years ago, he requested the military to go and bomb them. But the military gave excuses. And according to what he said, we know where they are. And I heard Amaechi saying that maybe we need to write the president to request for a forward military base. And I think what he meant was a standby military base that will be monitoring the train tracks. For me, that is damning. You are writing the president at this crucial time. Writing the president for what? The just go request a meeting with him and facilitate what you think can prevent this kind of chaos and mishap that our people experience. Tony, over to you.
The issues with Nigeria is that sometimes you feel mad commenting about Nigerian issues. And the same person who is waiting to write the president, he has not accomplished what he's supposed to do as a minister. And here he has just declared for to be presidential candidate of a party for 2023 with all the flaws. So you find out that where we are now is that the situation is overwhelming to even Nigerians. You watch one of the senators who was almost in tears, where he's calling for foreign intervention. I don't know whether any of you watched it. He was shedding tears. He was even calling for the closure of the National Assembly.
Yeah, that is Smart Adeyemi.
So I cannot, in a way, you are not even people who are supposed to pass legislation to help you. They cannot do their job again because the people who are even sitting in the National Assembly with them are partners in crime. Otherwise, this kind of thing, this minister this senator haven't spoken. I was expecting more reaction, but it's like, okay, the usual thing. People talking without action, we are not heading anywhere. This has come, this is what we are preventing, because if the government of the day are helpless, they are creating opportunity for people to come and intervene, which we don't want the military to intervene, because the situation where we are now, it's a great recipe for military to come in. Because if you are at the actual rock and you cannot deliver the populace, okay, if you cannot perform, somebody going to help you out. We are not advocating for military coups. We don't want them because they're an aberration. But please, the situation on the ground is so tempting to them. We should avoid it. We should go into action. Let the military do their job. Let the military be given the right directive. People need to react, because one thing people must understand is that one popular pastor in Nigeria asked, after Kaduna, where next? Because the complacency we have in Nigeria is that when it's happening in Kaduna, they're going to keep quiet and say, well, it's in Kaduna. When it gets to Katsina, others will keep quiet and say it's in the up north. Who knows which state in the south, middle belt, or in the southeast? We know they're all over there, but when they come in great number, like what they did in Kaduna, who will bear the cat? The government of the day is helpless. I don't know why they don't want to take action. They should come out and expose these people so that the Nigerian people will support them. Rather than keeping quiet, silence means you are in support of what they are doing. And that's not right.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Jude, what is your take on this?
Yeah,
the meeting between Amaechi and El-Rufai.
Yeah, well, the El-Rufai and Amaechi, they are just trying to see what they can do. They have for them, I don't see if they have any solution to the security issue, because they are just running around looking for solutions, which they know where the solution is, they are all government officials. They have a clue. Amaechi has been with them for over 7 years now as a minister. And for him to say he doesn't know much about this group, having been with the president for with the Federal Executive Council and everybody there working together, I don't think they in fact it's like Amaechi himself, like I should look at him. It's like he's trying to pull himself in a shadow that he's not. He could not be held responsible for whatever is going on.
He's trying to exonerate himself.
Yeah,
He's trying to exonerate himself. And each time he does that, he looks stupid. I'm very sorry to say, because then how can you say you sat down and you said maybe we need to write the president and request for you? What is the writing about?
There have been
a problem.
Let's
just attack it. You can request a meeting and say, this is what I think is happening. You don't need to justify such. It's glaring. The country in disarray is in disarray. Smarter Yemi said it. Everybody is afraid. Everybody wants to run away from Nigeria. If you know the amount of requests, the number of requests I got in the last couple of weeks from people that wants to leave Nigeria, is unprecedented.
Of course.
It's unprecedented. And this man is sitting and saying that maybe we need to write. You need to write him for what? You see,
he cared less. Amaechi cared less of the country. Look at him declaring himself to become a president for 2023. In this ministry, there's fire in his ministry. He has the right before the trains start moving. He would have secured the train route before even the train. And this same guy that wants to become a president of Nigeria who cannot even handle a ministry.
Yes, let's just go forward to the final round of question. Yes.
Can you please check the logo is covering my face?
No, nothing is covering. Just continue. Do not worry.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay, go ahead.
No, Tony, over to you.
Oh, okay. Where we are now is we are calling on the government that please, enough is enough. They should come and save Nigerians. If they cannot, there is nothing bad in a government resigning, because where we are heading to is a disastrous end. And these people are threatening. Their communication is being monitored every day. They know, according to Governor El-Rufai, when the attack are coming, they announce it, they get it, they know it. So subsequent action that are coming may have been planned. We are tired of losing life and property. We need to act quick. If the army cannot, in fact, if we go by what the senator was asking for, if the government discover that they are highly incapacitated, that they cannot act, they can call for foreign help. There is nothing bad. The whole world are helping Ukraine. If you cannot help yourself, call on AU, call on ECOWAS to help you. But to remain complacent when people are losing life and property. And I can tell you, if any of these powers that be lose their relation, they will act fast. But because these are the common men, whatever happens, nobody cares. They are very not concerned. They are even getting ready for an election, as if the people that are being slaughtered are not humans. Enough is enough. And the populace don't remain indoor complaining. This is the time the nation should stand up. We are not asking for violence, but at least let us come up with some response. Peaceful demonstration, the labor union, the students union, where are you? We need to act, because the government is not doing anything, because nobody is confronting them. We don't ask for violent confrontation, but go out and register your frustration that please, we need help.
Thank you. We know that 4 days ago, the terrorists on Monday, I mean 5 days ago, on Monday, the terrorists attacked a base in Brennan Quarry in Kaduna State, killing 17 soldiers. 17 soldiers and injuring 40 others. This is terrible. This is not what we want to be hearing in Nigeria. This happened in Kaduna again. And we know that a police officer in Zamfara State, the son of a former, I think he was a DIG, Deputy Inspector General. I think Maman Safe, his son was killed, in a terrorist attack in Zamfara State. The terrorists actually bombarded his town, and they said that he was sitting in front of his dad's house or whatever with someone, and the terrorists came and shot them. They said he rose gallantly to defend his community, but this guy died. The spate of terrorism is unprecedented in Nigeria, and I think we have to put a stop to this. And this is what Smart Adeyemi was saying. Firstly, I watched a video of this woman. I've forgotten her name. She was talking about how this Boko Haram started. He said that it started in Borno, and it was the governor, Abubakar Sheriff, or what was his name then, that actually perpetuated these Boko Haram people, led by the late Yusuf, into the community in Borno, and that he was using them as his political thugs. Okay, before things got out of hand and the Boko Haram people became so powerful that they became a menace to the society. So, what is your advice to the Nigerian government? What do you want from Buhari? Because we saw last week a university in Scotland used him as an example of a lazy and how do I say it? A lazy president. That was the surmise of what they were trying to say. Insensitive. An example of an insensitive leader. They used him. And I thought it was a joke. Not until the university came out officially to say, yes, we used Buhari, we used his picture when he was, picking his teeth, as an example of an insensitive and incompetent leader. So let me start from Tony. What do you want to tell the president? What do you expect from him?
Mr. President, we appreciate the good work you have been doing in other areas. This insecurity is trying to throw to the mud all your achievements. This time around, we want you to behave as the President Buhari we used to know. The soldiers, both Air Force soldiers, the police, these people's location are well known. Give a direct order. They're waiting for you to give the order. Provide them with enough weapon, because sometimes our soldiers get jittery because some of the ammunition these terrorists have are of modern technology. Provide adequate machinery so that these soldiers will go and chase out these people out of our land. These terrorists cannot be powerful than the soldiers, the police, the Air Force. We are capable of achieving this feat. The people and the police and the soldier, they are just waiting for your direction. Please do the needful. History will forgive you if you try and even fail. But it will be difficult for history to forgive for not trying at all. We want action now. We want every person, that all hands must be on deck, Because even the police and the military, they can only survive when the masses provide the requisite information about these people's hideout. Because they are not only in Kaduna State, they are all over the country. Don't be afraid. Report this whereabout. We need to support the security outfit to work because they only work when they have the required information.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Tony. Jude, can you give a final word?
Yeah, well, I've been saying this for a long time. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has no clue how to rule a country. And I've been saying a long time that he should resign. I'm not going to be stopped saying that. He is not capable of being a president of a country. He was there just because he wanted to be a figure for the Northerners, just to stay there. But to this point, people are dying. He should just go out of the office. There's no way to tell him to do anything, but just to walk out and say, yes, I've failed. And let him know, not him alone, the Federal Executive Council. I expected the vice president to have resigned for a long time because he's educated, he's well learned, but I wonder why he's still sticking, hanging out with this guy.
He wants to become the president, so he's sticking around.
Yeah, I want that would give him even his record is being ruined anyway by staying there.
Yes, but people are ignoring that. Even your elite friends, our families, they are ignoring that. They said he's a man of integrity, a man of this, a man of that. I believe that if he's a man of integrity, he would allow someone of Igbo extraction to rule Nigeria. If he's a man of integrity that everybody has been calling him to be, he should allow someone of Igbo extraction to lead Nigeria.
Yeah.
A man of integrity should resign at this point. If he's really a man of integrity,
he will not, because he has his personal ambition, you know.
But he's ruining his ambition because he has no capability of becoming the president of Nigeria.
Ruining. So far, the feudal lords are still in power.
I know.
He is not ruining.
Mm-hmm.
He's not ruining. They know how to play the game.
Yes.
This is how to play it. It's just for our Nigerian people to wise up. You could see Olamilekan, what's his name? They call him Yayi. He is living after about 3 or 4 terms in Lagos as a senator, House of Rep and senator. He's now coming to Ogun State. He said that he wants to become a senator in Ogun State. They know what they are doing. Okay, they know what they are doing. It's for us, the road generation, the oppressed, the common people on the ground in Nigeria, to say enough is enough. And I would like to echo the words of Femi Falana. He refused to tell an audience of whom he voted for. He said that, but I would like to tell you, I like the idea of voting for lesser known candidates and lesser parties and smaller parties. I think Nigerians should rise up. Okay, this is what, if you want your sanity, you want to restore your country, Nigeria. Nigerians, the common people, must rise up and say, no war. Nobody is talking about violence or war. It's just a political tsunami. You will abandon PDP, you abandon APC, and just vote for a small party with a reputable candidate. Jude, your final word so that we can close.
Yeah, just like we have just advised. My final word is what you have just said. Our people should open their eyes and see that 2023 is just months ahead of us. Months ahead of us. They should look at those smaller parties. Those their names are not echoing. Forget about these old people in the politics. APC, PDP, they are no longer what we need in Nigeria. They should be scrapped off. I don't want to mention them one by one, but anybody in APC, PDP, including whether they are north, south, east, and west, they should be scrapped off and let the new guys with another party, smaller parties, come in and see what they can do. Because we're wasting our time round and round doing nothing. And don't forget, at the end of the tenure of these two guys, we have just mentioned, they should be invited to the Hague. The people have died. If we tell you how many people have died in the 8 years of their regime, Buhari and Osibanjo, they should be indicted to the court, to Hague, to answer the call. they committed crime against humanity. It is true, and that is what it's supposed to be, because they are killing in disguise. They are killing people. People are dying under their watch, and they care not. So people, they should be indicted there, like the way they did to Chastello. They should be called there when they did the office.
Okay, Tony, a final word, and we can
Yes.
close.
We need peace. We need peace in Nigeria, and not for deceiving the populace. We want God to help us, but we want to help ourselves. If we don't act, God will not come and help us. We are the hands and the mouth of God. All these mega churches, you need to tell your congregation that now is action. All the states, you need to stand up. This is the time to fight for your life. Otherwise, if you keep on pretending that you have your life, sooner or later, these bandits will take them away.
Thank you. Yes, I would like to say that I am a member of the APC, and I remain a member of the APC. However, I will not support and vote for any candidate that is not of Igbo extraction. I will not vote for anybody in the south, southwest, and anyone in the east. For me, the president is an equitable thing. It must come from, it must be someone of Igbo extraction. I would like to say a big, big thank you to Anthony Eze from the United States and Jude Nwa Okolo from Dublin, Ireland, for sparing time out of no time to join in today's panel discussion. Thank you so, so much. And I would like to thank our audience as well for watching us today. Please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We will join you again next week. Thank you.